Jeez. What up, YouTube? This is your boy Lego One Half Endure. Like I said, I could have done this more in a video wise, but I'm doing it in a podcast and just get my thoughts out. Stream of consciousness. So, long time ago, just want to let you guys, you can see on the screen, and there'll be links in the description for for the new subscribers. Who's we got a lot from. So when I did this, I had like a limited subscribers, but I have a lot now. That look. And you could listen to the full thing. But I'll do a quick synopsis. And in this video, I did a video a long time ago, back let's see, 2016, saying I hate gamers now. Of course, at that time, the reason I had hate gamers then is because we were talking all about the nonsense about what games have this and just not doing broken games, the usual stuff that I was talking about. I just put more into it back then. Now, to me, I was saying, why are we always bitching for trying to get the same content? So on the floor, as you can see, I was showing different genres, different games. That's how I am. And that's what helped fulfill a very enjoyable market. The more bait you could put out, the more fish you could catch. The bigger the net, the bigger the fish haul. That's just the way it is. And back then, that's what I was trying to show you. Like when I was ranting, like to show I have different games from different genres, even on the same systems, to show that we need to have this. Now, back then, the Switch wasn't out. Back then, people was hating on the Wii U. Back then, everybody was clamoring for shooters, and that just that's about it. And it's just weird how it works out. And I said that the game would crash. Then later I evolved it into it's going to be a bubble. I'm not bubble, a soulless, and it's becoming soulless. The biggest game of the year that was supposed to last year, I should say, not the year, last year, was Cyberpunk 20, whatever it is. I mean, I just don't care. Sorry for those who are Cyberpunk fans, but it got released in a horrible state from a developer that people used to give a lot of stuff with. Pay to win, we had what? Grand Theft Auto. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5 sold the best-selling game. It's on every single thing except for Nintendo consoles. It's on every single thing. But it also has some crazy DLC practices that nobody called out. Nobody called out at all, which is bad. Now, another thing is, what we have is the journalism, which we're going to be touching into. The journalism of gaming gotten worse and worse because not only did they don't call out stuff as much as before, they also promote some of the bad things that's making the industry way worse. As again, you will see when we go to an article I'm going to read. That kind of ticked me off. Xbox and PlayStation 5. I will give them the benefit of the doubt that they had a, the pandemic was when it's supposed to launch, so I give them that. I'm not knocking them for that. But still, was the game library to launch was still not good. The consoles not being everybody has, I understand that. But not having a game, the games to launch with to make you feel good, that's a problem in my book. Just saying. That was a problem. Then the game prices has gone up. There are more pay-to-play console, pay-to-win games now. Not again, and Nintendo in out of this too, because as I will state, and I'll say it again, but then it goes back to the journalism again. The Switch, Nintendo, you need to fix the Joy-Cons. As I understood now, even the Switch OLED, which I have, Joy-Con drift still can happen. That's a problem. PlayStation, Xbox, they have Joy-Con drift. I mean, they have drift in their controllers. Do anybody really talk about them? No, that's why I did that video, and people didn't freaking listen to what I said when I said all three consoles need to fix their shit. But for some reason, people just thought, oh, well, don't give Nintendo an excuse. I'm like, I didn't get Nintendo an excuse. They have a fix for it, but it's not it's not the best fix. I'll admit to that. But not only that, now as gaming has gotten more soulless. There's games coming out that people's like, oh, and I don't know about some of y'all, but I'm just like I said, I myself am enjoying this. After 2019, and I moved to this new house, I was like, screw it. I don't care what happened to the industry. And I'm kind of industry. Now, don't get me wrong. I do care, so I get some great games still, like I'm getting right now. I'm still getting great games like I showed you in my haul. I just got No More Heroes 1 and 2 for the Switch and all the stuff, like the physical copy, because I missed out on the limited ones. I got all that. But that's just not, that's not going to answer for the future. We got a government now jumping into more stuff because I what I said if you let the government in with the whole loot box, whatever, you let them in, they're gonna start regulating some stuff that you guys ain't gonna like, and they start doing it. But y'all don't care. Y'all gamers don't care. It sucks. But you know what? And then of course you got games like you see right there on my screen. I'm talking about, you got new games that came out, new IPs and stuff. Y'all don't support. Y'all talk all that crap. Oh, where's the new IP, Nintendo? Y'all don't support it. Now I want to give a shot. We're gonna get into this topic right here, because this article and this topic, it just ticked me off. It really did. But again, just showing you the Metroid. We're talking about Metroid. How big of a Metroid nerd, how big of a Metroid fan I am. How big I am of this stuff. That's why there's a Metroid channel, a Metroid playlist. I'm a unique Metroid fan, and I'll take it up with anybody about that. But I want to say this. Pete, you guys always ask, before I review this, you guys, the people always ask, oh, why did Metroid is this and why that? Why these games don't have these problems, or what's going on? Let me just state this right here. I can understand Metroid 1. I can understand Metroid 2 and Metroid and Return of Super Metroid. I get those 3 games. What happened to them? You know why? I get them because they were released at the end of mostly console cycles. So that's mostly that. All right. Now you saw me rant and rave about a while ago about how this Metroid Dread should sell, right? Metroid Prime came out. Now I'll admit to Metroid Prime, that game is what saved me to be in this gaming industry in the first place. For those who don't understand, I'll still say so again. It did. It literally, I literally told my grandmother this. That's why on the channel I have another thing called Hype, WTF Hype. Literally, Metroid Prime. I thought that game was gonna be a bust. I thought it was crazy. I get that Fusion early, play Fusion, liked it. Metroid Prime. I am so happy that game blew my nose off. Like seriously, I had so much fun playing that game. The aura, the way that this game does stuff. I was like in 3D, in a first-person view. Awesome. I loved it. I loved it. And it's the biggest selling Metroid. But then Metroid Prime 2 came out. Echoes. It sold less. Metroid Prime trilogy, not trilogy, Metroid Corruptions came. It sold less than Prime and Echoes. So all y'all, oh, Metroid, this game and Metroid, why Nintendo don't make Metroid game? Because you guys are not the fans. Like I said, you guys are basically like the Metroids. You just suck the energy from anything. Then it came Other M. Again, other than the 1-2 couple faults I have with Other M, it was not broken. The game played great. And the game answered so many questions. Oh, the story was friggin' good. It answered so many stories. I mean, yeah, and questions. How we got to Metroid Fusion. But people don't want that. They want all that nonsense. But that's not me. I play the game. I enjoy it. I love playing Other M. But people got their gripes with it. Oh, it's linear. It's like that. Okay, let me help you out here. From Metroid, from Zero Mission, Fusion, Other M, even Dread. All those are basically linear to where you could explore, but the story takes a backspace to be linear. So let's not even pretend that nonsense. Oh, we didn't like it because Samus talks. What? What is y'all problem? But y'all didn't like that game. Okay. Then came Federation Force. A lot of y'all wanted, a multiplayer Metroid game. Did y'all went out and support the damn thing? No, you did not. Hell, not many people even pick up Trilogy, which is sad. How crazy that is. But y'all didn't care. Y'all really didn't care. Then we got Samus Returns. The game that I always said was gonna come out, which came out. I was wrong on the company because I thought it was gonna be free for it. But nope, Mercury Steam did a good, and they did a great job. They did a great job. And funny enough, they incorporate a lot of stuff from Metroid Dread incorporates Return of Samus and Other M. But people, y'all don't know. Y'all, the things that, that helped the system. And of course the other games itself. But the game took from those concepts. But Return of Samus, did it so great? Was it the best selling game for Metroid? No. Was it the best selling handheld for Metroid? No. Why? Because y'all was so obsessed with the MR2R. Now, shout outs to the developer MR2R. I have respect for him because when Nintendo did it, he didn't bitch, he didn't moan, he didn't whine like some of you cocksuckers did. But you know what he did? He was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna go be legitimate. Hey guys, Nintendo, stop it. This is not my stuff. It's all right. Go support the official release. Did y'all support the official release? No, you didn't. None of y'all did. So now we got Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread. I've played it. I'm almost done with it. Love the game. I love these extensions. I love this. This is what it is. I love those situations. That's why I like Other M. Y'all, I just love that. This is when Samus was the most brutal. But people don't see that. They don't. But I hope everybody out there is enjoying Other M. I mean, Metroid Dread, because I am. I'm enjoying it very well. I really am. But then here comes this nonsense. All right, you want to see nonsense? Here's nonsense. Here's nonsense. Game just freaking came out. And look what this shit is. This is another reason why I said stuff about PC. I'm a PC gamer, but sometimes, again, I don't care. Y'all just know how to destroy a freaking franchise. Metroid Dread is already running on Switch emulators. Only days after release, latest entry Nintendo Classic is running 4K on emulators again. Just because y'all want that's bull crap. The game just freaking came out. But no. Metroid Dread was officially released on October 8th, but copies got out into the wild a few days before, and after such short time, they've gone. The game is now fully playable in 4K. Like, if you play the game, does that thing really need 4K? Do you see the art style? They did a damn fantastic job on the art style. Via Nintendo Switch emulators. Released yesterday. Mercury Steam developing Metroid Dread is a long-awaited 2D return to Samus series. You can read a full review here. F you, Kotaku, seriously. But in a short answer is it a solid game with some nice-looking visuals and surprisingly tricky boss fight? It is a Switch exclusive as you might expect it, but because of ready available Switch emulators, people are already able to play the Dread on their powerful PCs. Via a popular used to open source emulator, Dread is already playable possible to play with custom controls, unlimited frames per second. It runs smooth. The only time I've seen it kind of mess is in the load time when Samus is doing the teleportation. Other than that, I ain't seen no hiccups, no slowdowns, nothing. Which is to say more powerful than it turns out on a native Switch. F you. Some players have reported minor issues with cutscenes and the black screens. Really? But according to user devs, this is fixed by updating to the latest version of the free emulator. Another popular Switch emulator, REM Unix, is able to run the game at simply higher frame rates, but can also play the game at a higher resolution of 4K compared to the 720p 900 resolution available on the Switch in the handheld and TV mode. This is a massive increase. It certainly seems to shame the legitimate version of the game. And you want to know why the Metroid don't sell as much? Really? It doesn't shame nothing. The original game is the best. You couldn't do none of that shit without the original game. And this is why you cocksuckers, the sales don't help. Remember I said this is supposed to be the best selling Metroid, and I think it still might be the best selling Metroid. But the potential to go higher is because of crooked thieves like these sons of bitches. Doesn't look as good as when it running the legitimate version of the game. It's art style and the visual don't look as good as when it running in 4K. I swear. Of course, it's possible that certain areas of the game perform worse than in its PC setup. Depending on your computer specs and software, Dread via emulation could be a total shit show. Now you're a shit show for what y'all doing. But it seems that for most of you folks with moderate GPUs, it isn't an issue. This raises issues for Nintendo, who are in a very unusual position of having the current console that already so readily integrated on PC. That's why I wish they stick to their thing, but I understand that's the zone. Normally, console emulation is a generation or two behind, meaning that its scene is really infringes on the release date, which this shit does. Of course, for those willing to feel more legitimate approach to such an action, purchase the Switch game before doing any such emulation. While legal, very dubious, it at least feels more morally clear. Oh, and trust me, they changed some of this language because this wasn't in the original thing. They got the backlash. Thanks to Nintendo's rather poor approach of supporting older games. The fuck you talking about? You want to play old Nintendo games, you buy the shit and pay the money on the market, or you play through Nintendo's thing, or you go and buy. How much times do you guys see me support? And I'll put a link in it just in case. Go to DK Oldies and buy the games legitimately and stop being ass wipes. It's bullcrap. Especially those Game Boy Advance and DS emulators is often the only variable means to play throughout their collection. Dude, there's a dude writing this shit, right? Zach, yes. It is. Freaking hell. This is why I don't like you cocksuckers. Surely. This is in this case, much of the Metroid franchise. Buy the freaking game. If you want more of the game, you buy the games. That's what you should do. There's so many good reasons to be grateful for pirates, emulators, modders, and hackers. Really? Really? For doing what So many big publishers won't. Well, it's their game. They do what the frick they want to do. Cause I guarantee the cocksuckers, all those people, if you did your own stuff, and somebody were pirating or emulating your shit, you would not be happy. You would not be. Modders I could kind of see with the PC. Hackers, pirates, no. Now emulators for the older games who want to do that, okay, 10 years removed, do what you gotta do. But pirating the shit now, as he said, won't keep up with old games alive. Clearly, that's not the case with Metroid Dread, a brand new game, but this is an enormous issue Nintendo has to face, given that the relative technical inferiority of its current. Really, that's because of that. How about you don't be asses? Update. Sunday at 2 p.m. An earlier version of the story was understood by many readers to be a direct, and it was. That's why they changed it. That's why I say I know they changed it. Suggestion to illegally download this just released game. We regret this interpretation. No, that's what you wrote. That's why because they had a nice little title here that here they changed this. This is not what they had before. It was something like yes, Nintendo, you're not listening, you're not watching. Okay, the emulators are better than the game. I remember it was something like that. And it's good. It's blocked by Nintendo. Block the fucking thing. It's cocksuckers. Kotaku believe emulation is a virtual part of the gaming world, not least when it comes to a game preservation. While not directly encourage anybody to break the law and download the games they have not purchased, which again, that's what y'all did before Kotaku. I'm surprised y'all still around, but you changed the story because that's what people are hitting you. We believe our readers are intelligent adults capable of making such choices for themselves and independently. Yeah, whatever. That's what I like. That's what this, at least that commercial with this. I like this one being the top. Okay, that was in the top. Where was that other one? Oh, really? Let me reload it because I don't know where that one went. I want to read that one. That was that. Let me reload it and see what happened. Come on. There all these damn ads that you bastards put on there. That's why y'all so shitty. What the hell? By Black, all the games, I like this, like I said, all the games I can understand, but encouraging to turn and pirate the game one day after it is released, for fuck's sake. Nowhere in the article are people being encouraged to not buy the game on the Switch before playing it to the emulators. This is what I said, this is a timestamp because they changed the article. I know a lot of people are going to respond to this saying a lot of people are doing exactly this, already bought the games. But I guarantee you this will affect the game sales that aren't big. And the amount of people clamoring for new Metroid content, we know why. He's correct. That's why I like that. That's correct. Now I switch to this now. See this shit is? This is why the gaming industry is what it is. I've been enjoying it. I'm enjoying Dread so damn much. I finally broke my habit of playing only Switch games in handheld mode. I have hooked up to my LG blah blah blah. So good even when terrible ain't listen. Might have such search in dark corners of the interwebs. Like this shit right here is stupid. I didn't have the exact words why the article made me so easy, but this is it. You nailed it. I support archival, but even deeper rights for the end user software that currently exists. But this feels wrong. It should feels wrong. While I agree with you, the article promotes emulation of Switch hardware rather than pirating games. Get the fuck out of with that bullshit. That was not what the article was saying before they edit the shit. While even this kind of, even that is kind of sketchy, and constant emulation for Nintendo has been the it thing for the high definition enthusiasm of the Wii era, Wii U games particularly. And you want to know why a lot of these games don't sell, and then people are like, oh, well, why they don't want to make games for this stuff. Nintendo themselves hasn't exactly been helpful with some awkward decisions. Okay, hold the fuck on. Okay, you know what? Let me read it because I'll say something. When it comes to hardware, virtual console, and essentially anything to do with online, not to mention the scarcity of things like amiibos. What are you? Who are you? Have you not amiibos really? And how some Switch just stopped having physical copies after a while. That part right there. This guy, that is not a Xenoblade 2. You can buy Xenoblade 2. You can't now go to country or Turner. I get that. Xenoblade 2 you can, because I saw it in Best Buy yesterday. I saw Xenoblade 2 on Best Buy shelf. Also, I saw the 3D Mario, the 3D Mario All-Star on Best Buy shelf. So get the hell out of here with that nonsense. You can go buy it. Nintendo is practically just weird with everything, which result in weird things to promote emulation. No, that's y'all being jerks. Won't somebody think of a greedy unfriendly to its undeserving loyal player base? Quote what? So because all companies are greedy, their goal is to make money, and not make players happy. Does this make any sense to you people? What are you, stupid? Yes, companies gotta make money. They gotta make money to make the games. They don't make the games for fucking free. That's why a lot of you guys love the MA2R, because it was free for y'all. But again, and the guy himself said, "Do not take." He said, I did it. Nintendo, stop it. Go support the official release." Y'all didn't do that shit. Notice they never make big games like this and then release them for $0. No shit. The vast majority of people who actually like Metroid games like it's their favorite series. Wait, I hope it ain't a slight. Are going to spend their money. But the actual Switch owner base isn't. I guarantee you. Dread isn't going to be a top seller because Metroid isn't a popular game series. With this article essentially encourage emulation, would there be so many people saying a 2D Metroid game isn't worth $60? I guarantee that we won't see another entry in the series after Prime 4. I'm with you. Because it's just ridiculous how these guys do it. It's just crazy. I'm not going to show all this stuff right here, but you see why these games, you see what happened to these games. After the day one, they done emulating the game and putting it on PC and all that stuff. And you get 4K and all that stuff. Whoopee, whatever. But without the game being made, you're not gonna be playing the games. It's just so weird. And this is why I say the game soul. See what's going on in the future. Games. That's why you see I have a lot of physical games for my Switch. I don't care that because it's not a powerful system or whatever. I have a PC, I could do what I want, but not because it don't have a powerful system, whatever. Is people took the time to make some great games and put it out there, and I'm gonna support them. That's why I bought Nintendo Switch. digitally and physically. Well, I didn't buy it digitally, to be honest, just to be 100%, but I would have bought it anyway. But I support the games for that reason. That's why I did the exact same thing with freaking Street of Rage. Hell, I bought it 3 times. I got Street of Rage digitally, Street of Rage the special edition, which I have not opened, and Street of Rage the anniversary edition. Why? Because I want to support good games, people who put souls in their games. This bullshit that y'all doing is just ridiculous. You got caught with your pants down, Kotaku. That's what the fuck. That's why you changed the daggone article. It was not the damn article that you guys put up. I know it. I know it. And that's why that video you had showing how to do this shit got copyrighted by Nintendo. They blocked it because it was some bull crap. Horrible. I'm sorry. This is why, like I said, this is why I hate gamers now. You want more of the games, but then you don't buy the official releases. So when they don't, hey Nintendo, where's Star Fox? Well, we gave you what exactly y'all freaking wanted. Oh, we don't want that crap. I can tell you, remember I went down the middle with Star Fox. Y'all wanted it. Y'all wanted to go back to flying all over the place. They gave you that. You said y'all wanted Nintendo to use the control and the Wii U control pad to do all kind of stuff. They did that. They did that. Y'all said they wanted the graphics to be more better. They pushed it back so you could get the graphics better and everything. They did all this shit. Y'all want a Platinum game. Platinum Games the one made the game. They did all that. What, did y'all went out and buy the game? No. Y'all listen to shit. Don't go and touch, do your own research or go play the game itself. Again, remember when it came out, Jim Sterling, all those guys couldn't play the game. My 10-year-old niece played the game better than these grown-ass men bitching and barely aching. Codename Steam, very good game. Did y'all say we wanted new? Again, remember people the Nintendo fans were saying we want new IPs, Nintendo. New IPs. Did y'all want to buy Codename Steam? Okay, no, you did not. You didn't. Y'all talk a lot of shit, but you don't do this. You don't support this shit, and that's why we don't get good games. So that's why I said I don't care no more. The game industry gets shitty. I'm gonna buy the good games I like and store them up and have fun and do what I want. Cause I can't deal with you people. I just can't. Y'all say where these games at, but you don't buy the friggin' games. What do you think is the problem? It's a big problem in my book. But you know what? To see that. I mean, day one. Basically, right after day, you go emulate the game and put it on PC and everything, and these guys ain't gonna buy it. That's why I have a problem with the people, the MA2R people, because again, they bought the game for $0. Oh, this is a better game than Return of Samus, because you didn't have to buy shit, you cocksuckers. Those who bought the release, the MA2R release, I'm not talking to you, but still, so like me, as a Metroid fan, I'm not a pure-hearted person in that regard, but just I'm not gonna do that. I like Return of Samus, which is pretty good, and I enjoyed it. That's why I got it. But man, seriously though, you can't make this shit up. You guys really make this the way it is. But you know what? Whatever. With that said, you know what? I don't know. I just don't know what else to say. I'm just gonna play my game, enjoy Dread, have fun. Look out for the review of the Switch OLED. Look out for the review of Metroid Dread. The discussion review, we talk about stuff. And you know what, guys? I'll catch you on the flip side, man. Because like I said, it's annoying. It's really annoying. A great game. Again, all the talks you guys have, everybody said, all the talks you guys have, I better see 3 million sell. I really need, I'm serious. Until somebody come around the corner and say, hey, in 3 weeks we got 3 million sold. I need to see that. If I don't see that, then you know what? Yeah, like the guy said before, we ain't gonna get no more games with Metroid after Metroid Prime because y'all don't buy the friggin' games. Y'all don't buy the games, man. It's annoying. But that said, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. It's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy games on all consoles, including PC. Peace out. Have a good night again, man. In most cases, I for real, like sometimes, like majority are like fuck y'all gamers because y'all just miss it up for a lot of people. What do you do?